The beginning stage of social play is called solitary play. The child plays alone with things that are different from the other children around her. It's a stage we typically see with infants and young toddlers. A child contentedly chewing on a toy, walking around with a toy, or sitting for a few minutes and playing with a toy. These are typical behaviors to expect of children at this stage of their development. Take a look at these children. They're close enough to interact with each other, but in this young stage, they are each in their own world of play in their own way. This is solitary play. As a child matures, the next stage in social play is called parallel play. You'll often see toddlers and young children up to about 3 years old at the parallel play level. In parallel play, children are often content playing on their own or near each other and sometimes doing the same things, but the two children sometimes don't even notice each other. There's little attempt to play together with other children, although it isn't unusual to see one child imitate what another child is doing. Watch these 3 boys as they parallel play. The boy next to the adult has a toy cow in the sensory table. Watch as the child across from him finds a horse and begins to feed it, and then the third child comes with a horse. You don't see the children interacting with each other. Each is into his own play, but they see and imitate each other as they pick up oatmeal from the sensory table to feed their animals. Very young children begin dramatic pretend play by imitating what they see adults doing, like making food, washing dishes, caring for babies, mowing the lawn, grocery shopping. You won't see children at this age interacting a lot and taking on family roles, like you be the mommy and I'll be the dad. At this age, the pretending is imitating what they've seen. More likely, there will be several mommies taking care of babies at the same time. Now, how's this for imitation? While we were filming for this workshop, this little girl found a toy video camera so she could film us. Around age 3, children are starting to play socially with each other. This cooperative group play is the ultimate goal of social play, getting children to learn to play together. We've asked some early childhood professionals to help describe the stages they've seen in cooperative play.
Well, 3-year-old play can be a short amount of play. Usually the time is not as long and it's not as developed in your imagination or with your peers. So you're just coming around into all this, learning how to socialize with somebody, learning how to ask them if you can play, finding somebody that you feel comfortable with in the classroom.
Running around together across the yard is parallel play. And if you watch, at some point it becomes chase. And then we're thinking it's not really exactly cooperative play, but it's not exactly parallel play anymore. It's kind of right in the middle there, and somebody turns back and looks and laughs, and the other child looks at them and says, gets the message, chase me. You know, maybe this is parallel play. So it's kind of morphed into something more than just parallel play. And at that point, we're thinking cooperative play. One child physically invited someone else to chase them, and the other child accepted the offer, and they're laughing and running around in circles. It might last 2 minutes, it might last 5 minutes, but they've had a little experience of the fun of cooperative play. They're not so dramatically different in the middle as they change from one to the other, and sometimes it's hard to recognize that in-between time when they're changing from parallel to cooperative.
At age 4, we think the children should be able to take on a number of different roles in dramatic play. You know, they take on the family roles, or we provide their firefighter or other community worker costumes, they should be able to use those, maybe bring in some other props of their own that might not be quite so obvious, be able to work with other children during their play and involve them in the role playing as well.
They get much more interested in playing with each other and sharing ideas. And this is when you start to hear the words, "let's pretend," and you know the symbolic thinking is kicking in, where they can substitute an object for something that they need, for instance, a block for a telephone or a pie plate for a steering wheel. And they assume the roles of characters. I'm the mommy, I'm the daddy, I'm the princess, I'm the truck driver, I'm the firefighter. And they know they're pretending, but again, and as they get older, even older than that, then they act out long scenarios with a beginning and a middle and an end and a storyline. And it may be several children who are engaged in the particular activity, not just one or two.
Do you want to come sleep with me in my room? Yeah. Do you want to? Okay.
With 5-year-olds, a lot of the play is starting to be cooperative, and you see a lot more of friendships forming, a lot more play that is fantasy-based and acting out a lot of imaginative scenarios that they create or maybe are reenacting from something that they have seen.